With just one simple trick, your orchid can bloom beautifully all year round. Yes, 365 days of flowers without using any chemical boosters. Hello to all my fellow orchid lovers. Today, I'm going to share with you a super easy yet powerful tip that helps your orchids grow strong roots, lush leaves, and most importantly, bloom non-stop. If you've been struggling to keep your orchid flowering, don't skip this video. You might just find the secret you've been looking for. Step 1. Let's start by clearing away any moss or weeds around your orchid. These might seem harmless, but they actually compete with the orchid for nutrients and moisture. Plus, moss and weeds can trap excess water, leading to root rot or fungal issues. Using one apple, we will only use a portion of it. Apples are good for orchids because they release ethylene gas, which can help stimulate blooming. They also have natural sugars and nutrients that, in small amounts, might support the plant's health. Chop them into small pieces. When you cut the apple into smaller pieces, you're basically increasing its surface area. That means more of the apple's nutrients and natural compounds can dissolve into the water faster and in greater amounts. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to support me and never miss any orchid care tips. Put the chopped apple into the jar. Pour 500 milliliters of water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 30 minutes. Use turmeric powder. When you pour 500 milliliters of hot water over the turmeric, the high temperature helps the active compounds like curcumin dissolve more easily. This allows the valuable nutrients in the turmeric to be released quickly into the water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, the turmeric solution has absorbed vitamins and minerals into the water, so we stir it well to evenly distribute all the nutrients throughout the liquid. Filter the solution through rails. Step 1 is to gently wipe down the orchid leaves using the turmeric solution we prepared. This step is very important because turmeric contains vitamins and minerals that help the plant stay healthy and vibrant. When you wipe the leaves with this solution, the plant can absorb some of these nutrients directly through the leaf surface, which helps the leaves become greener and stronger, a clear sign that the orchid is thriving. Doing this early in the morning is ideal because the orchid will be ready to absorb sunlight and photosynthesize more efficiently throughout the day. Wiping the top surface removes dust and dirt, but also helps get rid of pests like red aphids and spider mites that can damage the plant. The underside of the leaves is equally important because many pests hide there, so cleaning this area helps keep them under control. Turmeric is rich in natural antioxidants and minerals, which boost the orchid's natural defenses and overall vitality. These nutrients help strengthen the leaves, making the plant more resilient to stress and disease while encouraging better growth. Using the turmeric solution on the leaves gives the plant a natural nutrient boost and helps keep pests in check. So let me tell you a little story that happened a while back. One morning, I was in the middle of wiping the orchid leaves with the turmeric solution when my daughter walked into the room. She gave me this curious look and said, "Daddy, why are you putting spices on the plants? Are they gonna taste good?" I couldn't help but laugh. Oh, it sounded so funny because, well, who expects to hear about cooking spices being used in gardening? Then my wife came in and said, "Are you sure the plants won't get mad if you put curry on them?" We all laughed again. It became this little joke between us. Wiping the top surface of the leaves has several benefits. It removes dust and dirt that can block sunlight, which the plant needs for photosynthesis. More importantly, it helps eliminate harmful pests like red aphids and spider mites that tend to settle on the upper leaf surfaces. These pests can weaken the plant by feeding on its juices and spreading diseases. So keeping the top leaves clean helps protect the orchid from damage. At the same time, wiping the underside of the leaves is just as crucial because many pests prefer to hide in this sheltered area. By cleaning underneath, you reduce the chances of infestations and keep the plant healthier. It also promotes better air circulation around the leaves, which can prevent fungal growth and other problems. By wiping the leaves with this turmeric solution, you're essentially feeding the orchid a natural supplement that supports both its growth and health. This method not only nourishes the plant, but also keeps pests under control without the use of harsh chemicals, making it a gentle and effective care technique for your orchids. So, the second way to care for your orchid is by using a spray bottle filled with a vitamin and mineral solution to mist the plant. This method is especially great for people who are busy and may not have the time to do more involved care routines. Instead of spending a lot of time on watering or applying fertilizers in more complicated ways, you can simply spray this nutrient-rich liquid onto the orchid's leaves and roots. The liquid fertilizer form makes it easy for the plant to quickly absorb important vitamins and minerals, which supports faster, healthier growth and encourages the orchid to produce flowers that last longer and look more vibrant. Now, it's important to do this regularly, but not too often. Spraying about 2 or 3 times a month is usually enough to keep the plant well nourished. If you spray too often or use too much, it might overwhelm the plant or cause buildup, which can actually harm the roots or leaves. So, moderation is key here. The spray helps deliver nutrients directly where the plant can use them most effectively, both through the leaves and roots, which is a big plus because orchids can absorb nutrients through their foliage as well as through their root system. Besides feeding the orchid, this spray method also has another benefit. It helps to control pests. Common pests like aphids, spider mites, and scale insects are often a problem for orchids, especially indoors or in humid environments. These tiny bugs suck the sap out of the plant, weakening it and sometimes spreading diseases. When you spray the vitamin-mineral solution on the leaves, it helps discourage these pests and reduces their numbers, acting like a gentle natural insecticide without the harsh chemicals. This keeps your orchid healthier and less stressed. However, there's one crucial thing to remember. When your orchid is in bloom, avoid spraying directly onto the flowers. Flowers are delicate, and when water or any solution sits on their petals, it can cause problems like rot or fungal infections. This will spoil the beauty of your blooms and can shorten their lifespan. After about 30 minutes, the vitamins and minerals from the apple have fully dissolved into the water, so we can strain the mixture through a sieve. Then, we combine this filtered liquid with the apple juice to create a nutrient-rich solution for the orchid. The third method we'll use to care for the orchid is watering the plant with the nutrient-rich solution made from apple and turmeric. This approach helps the orchid absorb important vitamins and minerals directly through its roots and soil, promoting stronger, healthier growth. When you water the plant with this mixture early in the morning, it prepares the orchid to perform photosynthesis more efficiently throughout the day, allowing it to generate more energy and thrive. Watering with this solution is especially beneficial because the vitamins and minerals from the apple are packed with nutrients like vitamin C, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. These nutrients play vital roles in the plant's overall health. For example, vitamin C acts as an antioxidant, helping the plant combat stress and repair damaged cells. Potassium is crucial for regulating water movement inside the plant, which helps the orchid maintain hydration and supports strong root development. Calcium strengthens cell walls, making the leaves and stems more resilient, while magnesium is a key component of chlorophyll, essential for photosynthesis and giving leaves their rich green color. It's best to use this watering technique about 2 to 3 times a month to provide consistent nourishment without overwhelming the plant. Overwatering or using too much nutrient solution can cause root problems or nutrient imbalances. So regular but moderate application is key. This method also helps reduce the population of harmful pests such as red aphids and spider mites that often attack orchids. When you water the plant with this solution, It creates an environment that is less favorable for these insects, helping to keep your orchid healthier without using harsh chemicals. Soak it for 20 minutes. After about 20 minutes have passed, giving the roots and leaves enough time to fully absorb the valuable nutrients from the turmeric and apple solution. The next important step is to carefully dry the leaves. Using a soft, clean cloth, preferably a cotton towel, we gently wipe the surface of each leaf to remove any remaining moisture. This step is crucial because excess water sitting on the leaves can create a damp environment that encourages fungal infections, mold growth, or other harmful pathogens that might damage the orchid. By wiping the leaves dry, we not only help maintain the plant's health, but also improve air circulation around the foliage, which further reduces the risk of diseases. It's also a moment to check the plant closely for any signs of pests or damage, allowing us to catch any problems early before they get worse. Once the roots have absorbed enough of the nutrient solution, it's important to remove the plant from the solution promptly. Leaving the roots sitting in the liquid for too long can cause them to become waterlogged, which leads to root rot and can seriously harm or even kill the orchid. So, after giving the roots enough time to soak up the nutrients, gently lift the plant out to prevent any damage from oversaturation. This step helps keep the roots healthy and ensures your orchid stays strong and vibrant. When using this method, you'll notice the orchid's leaves becoming visibly greener and firmer over time. The nutrients from the apple and turmeric solution provide essential vitamins and minerals that strengthen the leaf structure, making them more rigid and resilient. Instead of soft or limp leaves, the plant develops a healthy, robust texture that shows it's well-nourished and thriving. This firmness also helps the leaves better withstand environmental stress, pests and diseases, contributing to the overall vitality and longevity of your orchid. With this method, you'll also see that the orchid's roots become vibrant green, strong, and healthy. The nutrients from the apple and turmeric help nourish the roots deeply, making them firm and resilient instead of weak or shriveled. Healthy roots like these are essential because they absorb water and nutrients more effectively, supporting the whole plant's growth and flowering. Strong, fresh roots are a clear sign that your orchid is thriving and well taken care of. You'll also notice the new roots growing longer, vibrant green, and incredibly sturdy. These side roots spread out actively, reaching into the growing medium to absorb more water and nutrients efficiently. Their bright green color shows they're full of life and vitality, indicating that the orchid is getting exactly what it needs to thrive. These longer, healthy roots are firm to the touch, not soft or mushy, which means they're well hydrated and not suffering from rot or disease. As they grow, they create a strong support system for the plant, anchoring it securely and allowing it to stand tall and flourish. When you use this care method consistently, you'll see that the leaves turn a rich, deep green and become noticeably stronger and more vibrant. The plant's energy is clearly focused on healthy growth, making the foliage look lush and full of life. At the same time, the flower spikes called eng-ho develop quickly and steadily, shooting up with impressive speed. Alright everyone, that's it for today's care tips. By using these simple natural methods with apple and turmeric, you can help your orchids grow strong, stay healthy, and bloom beautifully. Remember, a little extra care goes a long way, and your plants will definitely thank you for it. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow plant lovers. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening! See you next time!